You are here. You are at LaFontaine, 10 to 15 minutes from Marion or Wabash. That's an advantage. That's one of those things that says, you know, if you're going to work in Wabash, you're going to work in Marion, this is a good place to live. And so that's why we're here. A few years ago, you would have traveled on an interurban or a train. Livestock was shipped via the railroad, and train stations were located on Kendall on the north side. Here you're going to see in the corner of the train station. Now, the state road had lots of no cars there. There was no state road, so you didn't have to worry about that. And so my mother-in-law went to business college in Marion, rode the interurban there, didn't even have to drive her car, didn't have to buy gas for that. So that's a part of that. Okay, you would have arrived on dirt streets, and you're looking east on Branson Street. They tell me that in Branson's case that if you would walk all the way up to Branson and there was a man who had an ashery up there. Do you all know what an ashery is, or do I need to explain that? I need to explain it? Okay. An ashery is that when they cut the trees, they would take the wood up at the top of the street, and then they would burn it and make ashes. Now, for the last 4 years, I've been trying to tell them we need to have an ash race. And they go, no, I don't think so. But what happened, the women would go up and get the ashes, bring them back home to make soap. And so, can't you just see women racing up the hill, getting ashes and racing back? Talk to the committee and tell them that's what needs to be done next year, okay? I can't get it done, but you can. Okay, so that's it. Okay, the other pictures that we're looking at, you have walked across this bridge. The kids went across the bridge today to go to the park. That was a part of the interurban part of Happen. And if you wanted to catch the interurban, you stood beside this building here so that you could do that. You look at the downtown development. Doesn't quite look like today, does it? Okay. So there were dirt streets, and in 1880 to 1904, they struggled to be incorporated. My understanding in reading the history is it took them 3 times to get that accomplished. They'd take it to the board, and they would get voted down to be incorporated. And finally, there was only one reason that it got to be, and it was because there was too much crime in town. So they decided they needed a police group, and so that was why they finally became incorporated. Okay? The doctor sold his house, and he said, well, I want it in a new location. So when he did, he said, all I have to do is call some people, and they hooked up their big engine that they always use to thrash with, and called the house away, and it got to a new place. William Siders is, thank you. See, the neat part is that you learn all the history from everybody else there. Okay. The farming community utilized grain markets, and you'll understand seeing both of those. I believe the Martin family had 3 generations of owners at that point. So that was, I'm going to ask somebody, there were 2 livestock market sellers. One of them was beside Martin's, and one of them was beside the farmers. Who sold and bought and sold hogs? Jacobs was one. The other one was Duffy's. Okay. Okay. So, and why would both of them be located there? Because it was close to the railroad. And you're going to hear me say that a lot, because the railroad had a lot to do with what happened with it.